Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we got the FF15 event, the first actual one, Shield of the King, with this real nice remix on the start screen. I've really been enjoying this remix over the week. Anywho, let's get in here. The event introduces Gladio and Iris, who to my understanding is Gladio's sister, based on all the material that Record Keeper has given me. I haven't actually played 15. Not for lack of interest, just mainly open world Final Fantasy game in the year 2017, where I don't even have enough time to finish any one game. Just haven't been able to pick it up and start it. But, this has piqued my interest, to say the least. But, with that... Oh, if I picked up 15, I get it on the PS4. Easily. But, we got a lot of fights to get through already. Starting off not with a boss rush, but with an Animantoise. Hey, thank you for the follow. The Animantoise is a two-target fight, both the Animantoise itself and the leg. All the while, it is weak to fire and ice, and hits you with group physical attacks and earthquake. It's actually a bit of a fight. Yes, Sleeping Mountain did come back with this, which is a good chance for anybody to pick up all of Noctis's stuff, including a free Record Materia 3, which I strongly recommend. Either way, here's our kit. All of our abilities, sort of designed for taking apart this boss, but not going too hard. We got a Protectia. We got some jumps for Noctis, as my understanding he is wont to do. We have Gladio being the muscle, and Iris healing. And then these other two jokers that are just here in order to fill out the slots. Oh, piss. Yeah, you know what? Let me do this real quick before we even get started with this. We did the rebirth video, so I'm going to do a bit of a purging. These breaks served me well. Unfortunately, for what I do not need them clogging up my follow list. Yeah, and then once we hit the Hyper Mighty G's, we're fine. There we go. Sucks to your magic. Agreed. Anywho. Back in there. Let's actually get started. We'll do one shuffle of the roaming warrior list. I'm actually looking for a fire-based roaming warrior, and I have a thought for which one to grab, because I've been seeing it so much, and I do actually kind of want to see the animation for it. Oh, come on. Work with me here. You always show up in these videos, and I always pass you over. Philip, where you at? Alright. Meteor Drive will give us a haste aga, so that'll do some work. Oops. Click that in a weird way. Keep that History's Truth up. I am actually thinking of using that for the Apocalypse fight. So, yeah, keep that around. Alright, Yell Boy, get started. You're not a Yell Boy, you're just a good boy. That's right. I'm getting my characters confused. My continuity. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. There's no Chain Fire Aga or Chain Blizz Aga because for, at least I've been doing this the last couple of weeks, for just the plus fights, I've been running only 4-star abilities, 4-star or lower, because honestly just being these fights in about 2 seconds doesn't really show it off too well. I'm going to make sure to lower the defense of the main body, just in case. I can't remember what the exact wording of the conditions were. That said, even limiting myself purposely, the Adamantoise doesn't seem to actually do too much in this fight. Just bring some fire and ice moves and he seems to fall apart pretty quickly. Yeah, right. Yeah, the Animantoise is supposed to be an actual, like, moving mountain, pretty much. Yes, apparently Shadow of the Colossus is huge. Like, you are actually climbing over uh, the Animantoise. Alright, Bandersnatch here is, I guess phrasing is unique. um, well, not unique. Uh, he has one magic attack. So Magic Breakdown isn't a bad idea to bring, but actually resists things out of these early ones with Fire and Holy. Other than that, just bring a lot of lightning damage, and he falls apart pretty quickly. Though a lot of his moves are single target physical, so taunting does work pretty well here. However, I do have to shuffle in a resistance break in order to hit conditions, so here we are. Oops. Okay. Now, since this thing does have a magic attack, I'll probably throw up a Shelga. But I'm not going out of my way to reduce its magic. Yep. 4-star abilities are lower now in these early fights. Just because, again, I want these videos to be at least somewhat of a, like, new players can look at them and be like, oh, this is what I should do. Mind you, they won't have the stats that I have, but there's no way to turn back time. I could run core characters, but at that point, I'd be driving myself crazy. Yeah, you know what? Maybe once the core characters can be brought up to 99, that's not a bad idea. You joke, but that's actually going to be coming up pretty soon. Yeah, and there's that magic attack, which, as you can see, does do respectable damage compared to all the other moves. The problem is with the taunt and the reductions and the shellgun and everything, the boss can't really maximize on that AoE unless it spammed it. The Banner Snatch doesn't really attack too fast. Its abilities can do damage if you don't have protection up, but it's really its speed isn't really an issue. Before we move on to the triple plus, I'm going to do a needful real fast. The two of us. Alright. Triple plus. Nope, that's all quick hit does. It's an attack with 0 cast time. Or like 0.001 cast time. That's literally all it does. There are actually some people that farm a bunch of major orbs and utilize quick hit on characters that have like high celerity but don't have combat in order to build up meter. And the multiplier is just higher on it. It's something like 2.5 as opposed to, 1 for attack. It's 2.4. I was 0.10% off. That's a passing grade. It's useful. An edge case, God. Anyway, the Naya here, its biggest threat is Acidic Rain, which is actually, its group magic attack. It's the big thing. It does burrow, make itself invincible every now and then, which really doesn't do too much for the mechanics of the battle. It just is gone and then comes back and attacks. It can really just remove the burrowing and just have it do the attack. But then I guess like it can't make your attacks miss. Big thing is weak to ice and holy. So with the proper setups, you can probably tear this boss apart real fast. Like, however, we're going for a lesser setup. Jumps, a banishing strike, and an ice. If you have bursts, sort of, yeah, Lightning's Record Materia 1, though at that point you're just better off not using that. On a character without any bursts that are good and you don't have a lot of homes. Like, it's weird. Noctis's Record Materia 4 is actually best for new players who don't have bursts. It's really weird that a Record Materia 4 is so good for new players. But like less so for seasoned players or people like me who play the game wrong. Thank you for the follow. My understanding is this is actually a pretty significant fight. Like one of the first major boss fights in the game. Early mid-game is this fight, says the chat. It definitely feels like a fight that actually has a story to it, seeing as there's dialogue when I enter this. At the very least. Should hit that Shoga. Oh well. Danger mode, no Shoga. Let's go. Well, let's see if I too can kill this boss before it burrows, though. I don't know. I think it's random chance. That music was still playing, it just got real quiet. Alright, this is your last turn to burrow. And you chose not to. Thank you for the follow. Many orbs in the cup today. Thank you for orb. So this boss has a gimmick where it burrows, but like I guess not really. Huh. Be prisoner, please don't cash a check that my book can't bounce or whatever. No. Thank you for the follow. Here's whoa, that orb bounced. Here's my rule of thumb, Father Wolf. If it doesn't feel right to pull, like if you're trying to convince yourself to pull, don't pull. Because when you don't get something, then you'll feel even shittier and like you'll have regret, and that just feels shitty. There's a new move, Leaping Rush. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know how often I'll actually use it. But it's really cool. It's a celerity move that does more damage no matter of times that you've attacked. So, I think it does 4 or 5 hits at normal, and then it gains another hit at 7, or at 5, 7, and 11 hits. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I don't know the exact numbers on it, but it's a move that gets more hits the more times you attack. So at the end of a fight, it's extremely powerful. Anyway, time for an ult. 4 to 7 hits. Thank you. And I think it's at 5, 7, and 11 intervals, or at 7, 9, and 11. Anyway, the ultimate is Bloodhorn. Biggest thing about this boss, entirely physical, but does have some piercing attacks. Weak to fire, resistant to ice. So, packing your fire moves. it's per ability use, so you have to use 11 abilities to get the maximum on it. Oh, it's per... It cannot be per hit. I think it's per ability. Why did I give you that? Fixed. So, it's obvious the setup here. We have a power breakdown, a full break, a protect gut, and then we went all in on fire. Yeah, if it was per hit, you could do like Thief's Revenge twice and then hit max damage. Yeah, the move really shines in Torment Dungeons, because by the time you hit the boss, it's going to be hitting for max hits. I might use it in one of those coming up if I can fit it in, if it like makes sense. If I need a boss kill move. The one thing I love about the 15 soundtrack is it definitely has some like fucking Metal Gear Solid 3 sound to it. Alright, let's do our quick adjustment again. There we go. Properties. I'm not sure what you mean by Torment Dungeons being... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Torment Dungeons come back. 100%. In fact, the 2-1 that we had recently was a re-release. Right now what they're going to be doing pretty much is they're going to be doing a new... No, in fact, that Tactics one was a re-release too. What they're going to be doing is old dungeon, new dungeon, old dungeon, new dungeon, and then they're going to start rotating them until they release the Torment for every Bomb Fantasy. And then I think eventually, like recently in Japan, they've made all Torments open forever. I think. I want to say that was a thing that happened. Not 100% sure on that. Anyway, the Mutant Marauder. Okay, this music owns. In like a... This music is really dumb. Alright. Delita's not hitting quite that hard. That's because, if you note, I actually have a double cast Record Materia on him. I'm hoping to get lucky. So come on, Delita. Don't make me look like a fool. Somebody in the chat agreeing with me that this game has some real fucking MGS3 sound, in that this sort of reminds them of the motorcycle chase sequence. It really does. It's a bit more orchestrated, like it's not exactly one for one, but like it's up there. Yeah, fuck it, let's just go for damage. This boss is not going to be around too much longer. Making anything weak to fire is a death sentence. Yeah, that's the thing to consider about Dervish. Like, leaving Rush is not as good as Dervish, but Dervish is way harder to get up to, like, usable. You know, that's fair. Finally, my phone. This is like legit, like modern looking phone. I love it. I love it. Anyway, declaration of war. So, big thing about this. You got the Curus and the Magitech Axeman. They use a number of physical attacks. Definitely trying to bust your party up. But each of them also has one magic attack. Just to keep you honest. The big thing is that the Curus's magic attack is lightning elemental, so lightning resist can help you there. The Curus is immune to holy. The Axemen resist ice. The Axemen, however, are also weak to lightning, though if you kill both Axemen, they will reinforce. At least once. I think there are 4 Axemen total. Just a moment. Final note about this fight is that there is a good deal of single target physical damage, so Taunt Retaliate is an option. I think I built my team for that. No, I didn't at all. I'm lying. Don't listen to me. Yep, the Curus you can really use any sort of strategy on, as long as it doesn't involve holy damage. That's about the only thing that you can't do. I'm of course going with a mixed party here. Grimble Shins for debuffing. Echo also for a little bit of debuffing, but mainly to be our magic damage. And then move on and Noctis up top. Noctis is showing up here because this is a submission. And all you need is Noctis. So I figured I'd fire it off right now. Just get it out of the way. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Oh man, you guys couldn't have shown up later. Oh, and there's finally Philip. Finally Philip shows up. So I was fishing for him earlier. God, Phil, where were you like a half hour ago? I'd imagine that AoE damage isn't too bad for this fight, since if you do bust through all 4 Axemen, they're gone. You don't have to deal with them anymore. So there is that. Yeah, I was worried that this event was going to be hard, but it seems like they may be using adjusted stats for a new realm in actuality, even though there is apocalypse fights. We'll see though. I do have insider information that Titan may hit like a truck. Whoa. I did actually defer to a steel power instead of a mug of bloodlust, because I think my justification was it stacks damage. Yes. This music's pretty alright. Now we are seeing there the kind of damage that's coming out of this fight. It can catch you off guard if you're not ready for it. Another reason why the taunt retaliation strategy isn't too bad of an idea. It does do work. Let's get a dance out there to reduce the damage, and then keep going to town. Noctis having the power chain full charge combo. Sorry, I always want to call it full charge, or chain starter. Chain starter was such a better ability name, but him having the move does let him shit out damage pretty fast, which is very nice. Noctis, not a bad character, actually. Yeah, so that's the missile move. It hits a lot. Yep, chat brings up a good point. Because of Noctis's legend record materia, or relic legend materia. There we go. Which is chance to double cast combat moves. Very good synergy with the moon. There we go, and that's why we have that resistance on everyone. Don't get caught with that. I should throw out another breakdown dance from Echo momentarily. I think if I were to reset up this party again, I would swap the dances on Gribble Shins and Echo, because Echo should be doing damage more than anything else. Legend Materia Relic, whatever. Yeah, I think the breakdown has fallen off at this point. Alright, I gotta prep them for the move. I have no idea how much damage this is going to do, but I want to pull this off at least once, this video. Oofa, selfie, stay with me. Alright, here we go. We are prepped for the move. If only a little bit lower. Just a little bit. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Noted. Christ almighty. Alright, we should get full things still. But that's what happens when you don't bring a shell gun. Like, those are their moves. Those are the moves that will murder you. So, you know, be prepared. Bring mitigation. Nice. Orbs. Alright. Here's the big bad boy himself, Titan. So Titan's big thing is that only physical attacks, but has a bit of AoE damage. And on top of all of that, is Omni resistant, so you need non-elemental damage taken down, and he has high resistance and defense, so he's a rude boy. Titan is, yeah, as chat points out, Titan is highly tauntable though. I will be going in with a party that doesn't taunt, but your mileage will vary. So, here's our build. I think you're familiar with it at this point. At least for physical fights. You got Razmo, you got Tyro, you got Yuna. Vaughn will be joining us for that nice power defense down. And new to the team is Sabin, who will be bringing this little doozy. A nice multi-hit, non-elemental damage move with physical blank. Now, as stated before, I am looking for a history's truth. Oh, come to me, the truth of history. Where might you be? Actually, what's this do? Attack magic and major reject. Nah, I'm good. I want that defense from history's truth. There we go. Strider is the lucky one to join us today. So, personal opinion of mine, I hate this design for Titan. I despise it. Mainly because, and like, you can't fucking deny this, they made him look like an Attack on Titan. Like, 100%. And, like, that is, like, I really have a distaste for certain degrees of pandering. And just like, I don't know, there's no reason for him to look like that. I hate the design of the Attack on Titan Titans to begin with. And, personal opinions, you know? Yeah, and her name is Shiva, and she never has, like, 1,000 arms. Six arms? Shiva has 6 arms. Let me not do religions wrong here. Hey, Fenfel. Also, yes, Titan and Grand Blue Fantasy is fantastic. It's just a guy. It's just a guy who's big. Oh, we just go right into the music, huh? Yeah, so if it wasn't apparent, Titan hits like a truck. As one might expect from the muscle Eidolon. Here I go, yelling into my yell. Alright. I'm not too sure on Sabin and if he'll do good work, so let's see if full charge is worth it. Full charge makes the donuts. Yeah, we've already kind of put a dent into him, so I'm feeling pretty good about this team. Once we get the dual break going, the dual defense break, then we'll really start seeing numbers. Can we suplex Titan? Yes, no. Unfortunately, no. I do not own suplex. If only. I mean, like, the scale's almost there. If you look at Rasmo and you look at the size of his hand, like, Rasmo is kind of the size of his hand. But I understand that he's supposed to be way fucking bigger. Piercing Strike should do max damage, though. I just want to see that real fast. Oh, Suplex isn't in the game yet? I don't keep up with MASH over there. Alright, one more AoE and I think Vaughn has his break. I'll just give him a second here. No, alright. Let's do a Bug Bloodlust then. There's the ultimate. A little upsetting. I wanted to have like at least something up before ultimate, but we'll have protection for post ultimate. That's for sure. Let's get that damage even higher. Slam that shield down. Now for the rush. All right, now we're in the clear for a bit. Two of those in a row? Well, I'll take it. Uses ultimate roar every 5 turns. Christ almighty. Yeah, that's a bit much. 4? Jesus. Alright, I was actually in the right mind to bring Phantom Rush. That's going to actually help a lot. Oops, our Haste Doggo wore off. Is the music picking up? Oh, it was the end of the track. Okay. I thought it was like, did they actually put in like the music to pick up as they got lower on health? Because that actually kind of owns. Jeez, oh man. Yeah, that's gonna add up real fast. The ultimate roars. God, my boy Van actually getting really low. Vaughn, not Van. My boy Motorcade. Oh, there's that move that hits 2 people. I like that. I like that kind of gimmicky move. It's really cool. Yeah, fuck it. Just finish him with Thief's Revenge. Oh, crap. Oh boy, that fight can get out of control real fast. But extremely doable. I mean, 12 is one of those games where people argue who the main character is. It could really be either Ash or Bosch. It could be Bosch too. A lot of the story revolves around Bosch, but a lot of the story also revolves around Balthier and the relationship between Balthier and Cid. Like, it's one of those things where there's no one set main character. Vaughn is the poster boy, but the plot circles around a lot of the characters in that game. Anyway, that's it. That's event done. Is there a the stamina is a bit too much. Unless somebody else wants to host. Hey, V-Prisoner, you want to host? Nah, I kid. I'll just do these on my own time. It's just the Adamantoids again. It's not even interesting. Yeah. Nah, don't worry about VP. Unless you want to host. I mean, yeah, sure. Let's do it. I don't really have a team set up for this. Let me grab one real quick. What do we got here? Is it still weak to fire and ice? Okay, cool. Am I being coy? I don't know. You tell me. Wink. No, thank you. Here's the worst thing about using Tyro for dances, is how long it takes to get the dances on Tyro. Even if you sort by other, it still just takes forever to get down to them. Look, I don't have much else to do with Tyro. The boy dances. Fine. There, now he does damage. He protect, also he attack. Let's be serious here. I put ice on her for a second, and I'm like, come on. Come on. Alright. Me personally, I assume you're just going to host it on the code that I always use. Well, just let me know when it's up. And then after this, we'll take a look at the banner, and I'll probably do an 11 pull on the banner. So, if you want to stick around for that. Oh, it's up. It's there. Yep. Anybody else can hop in. This shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna blow it up. That's for sure. Oh, right. I gotta fucking actually hit this button. I hate that it's not I'll protect. So I can't do I'll attack, also I'll protect. That's alright. Yeah, honestly, the normal is just everybody casts their soul breaks and we just get to watch some cool animations for a bit. That's why I like doing the multiplayer stuff, is it's a good excuse to see soul break animations that I don't usually look at. Oh shit. That's the good shit right there. You with your actual equipment up there. I don't know if we have to hit defenses or anything like that, so I'm just gonna turn 1 full break. Only for the Ultimate Plus? Alright, cool. I never know how they treat it when it's like multiple levels and everything. Oh no. It's never fun when somebody drops. I'm waiting. You may just kill it. Oh shit, I've never seen this one. Yeah, that's alright. Oh, I almost tapped right into, No! My move! You didn't let me do my move! No, it's fine, I don't care. I actually don't care. Yes! 250 greens, hell yeah! My phone just go off? No, alright. Thought I heard it vibrating. Oh, that would be fun. I'm gonna follow you. And, yeah, I'll take another Hyper Mighty Guard. Hell yeah. Great ID search. Rowdy. Let's adjust her. Really wish I would fix this bug. Alright, this time will be different. Uh-oh. Yo, the new Rebirth Dungeon's opened! It's gotta be an whole announcement. I really hope there are new Rebirth Dungeons! I would die. What the? She was confused for a second. Be prisoner, you lied to me. Be prisoner, how dare you? Oh, jeez. Well, this is gonna be fun. The confidence from the top row. That's a good move. Ah, I see. You're going for that move. If I said I wasn't scared, I'd be lying. Damn! A white orb and a greater white orb? Hell yeah! Alright, let's look at the banners. Okay, so starting this off is I can't fucking pronounce this. Armiger. Armiger is Noctis's OSB. Deals massive physical damage to one target, grants the user stone skin 30%, and enter Armiger mode for the duration of the barrier, reducing the delay from the user's actions and increases the HP or attack by 30%. This is okay. The big thing is if the bubble pops, he doesn't have Armiger anymore. So this is very good with, say, Asylum, which is Ishtola's BSB, or his own BSB, which allows him to his own BSB, which allows him to give himself a bubble. Because as long as he keeps a bubble on him, he doesn't lose it. Alright, yeah, Rasmus Chant is also a great one. That said, this alone has its weaknesses because it's very easy to lose Armiger. Yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on it. It's a little easy to lose Armiger, and because of that, it has weaknesses. That said, it is an OSB with a nice cool effect attached to it, which you don't actually see that too often. So, take that as you will. But following it up is Gladio's Overstrike, Dawnhammer, which is massive earth damage, and deal more damage for each hit taken. So it's a Knight OSB. Also, the nice thing is in synergy, it gets earth damage, and it has fire damage. It's a fucking fire boosting sword, which is something you don't see very often. And there's definitely some characters that can abuse a fire boosting sword. So yeah, as far as the weapon goes, I actually really like this weapon, and yeah, no, Gladio's great. Yeah, the real thing is it's an earth ramp OSB, but the real prize is the sword itself with the fire boost and the small earth boost in realm. Tempest for Gladio is 6 physical earth hits, AoE, and in earth. Your commands: 1 to 5 physical earth. Attacks depend on the user's defense. Command 2 is 2 hits and Sentinel. So you want to combo this with Command 2 and Wall, and just being able to destroy on his Command 1. Very nice. It's not something you actually see too often with knights. In that, like, you know, you don't see knights too often have a BSB built for damage. Usually they're built to protect. At most they usually hit 2, or they have like a heal or something attached to it. Very rarely you see a knight with a damage based BSB with a protect command attached to it. I want to put that on top of that. So yeah, no, this is a great PSB. It's fantastic. Does the weapon do anything special? No, it just adds break. So, and the fact that it earths him. Yeah. Kupo Cure for Iris is restore moderate HP to everybody, give them a 30% barrier. Synergizes well with Noctis, and gives everybody Astra, or status barrier. And then your commands are pretty bog standard. It's got a Medica, and it's got an instant single target heal. Yeah, the Stone Skin with the Astra is fantastic. It actually fixes the problem that Stone Skin has a lot of times, where if you Stone Skin somebody and then they get put to sleep or confused or something like that, you can't smack them to knock them out. The Astra fixes that, and the Astra is also great for a lot of other situations. Such as, you know, slow or blind or fucking whatever, stop. So yeah, this is a really good White Mage BSB. Just really nice. The heal, the debuff barrier, the Stone Skin. It's nice. I like it. And that's coming from me, a dude who usually says Stone Skin sucks. Alright, Kings of Old. Instantly deal 10 damage, 10 physical hits, and raise the user's attack, defense, resistance 30%, enter burst mode. Command 1. 2 physical hits, reduce the delay of the user's action for 2 turns, so it's 2 hits and then a quick cast for 2 turns. And then Command 2 is a Ether with a Stone Skin 30%. So you can keep comboing Command 1, you can Command 1, Command 2, go back to Command 1, and then go into your abilities. There's a lot of utility here. Also synergizes fantastically. Sorry. Thought I heard a noise. It synergizes fantastically with his OSB. Yeah, no, this is it's an interesting BSB because it's not a BSB built for damage, but it's a BSB built to support your abilities, which is something you don't see too often. It does come up sometimes, but not terribly. Also, the synergy with the OSB, really nice. Legendaria 1, I believe we talked about this, but small chance to double cast combat abilities. You don't see that too often. So very nice. Synergizes with his BSB as well, and pretty much a lot of other really high damage moves. Kite Shield. Is moderate chance to redirect physical attacks taken by an ally to the user and reduce the damage. It's a cover. I think if this is 30% of the time, he will cover somebody for a single target physical attack. Or actually, I think AoEs. As long as it's physical, that's it. And Iris's is small chance to double cast white magic. So the nice thing here about these legend materia is that they're fantastic even if you don't have a burst or anything on the character. Cover is always good, double cast combat is fantastic, and double cast white mage is also really good. So I like all these legend materia. Very nice. Pep talk. Oh, okay. This is the Echo for Minfilia. A 50% attack boost with Last Stand. Yeah, that's all right. That does work. White Choker. 5 white magic hits. Increase crit chance by 50%. Grant haste. Maybe not. Maybe shadowed. Oh, Blessing of Light, not Echo. Sorry, Echo's the BSB. Sorry, it's hard to remember that shit sometimes. The Haste Aga is fantastic. Haste Aga is always very strong, and the crit boost is also really nice. This is probably overshadowed by a lot of the other things on the banner, but it's still really good. It'll still do a lot of work for you. And the Air Step Sword. We've seen this before in the multiplayer, but it's instant 6 physical hits. Remove the delay from all allies for 1 turn. So instant. And then allows you to set everything else up. Very nice for the start of any fight. It will really sort of roll into itself real well. There's really nothing bad on this banner at all. Excuse me, sorry. The OSB, alright, so Armiger is a little weird. It might, frankly, might be, in my opinion, the weakest thing on this banner. If you have a way to synergize into it, though, it's fantastic. Without a way to synergize into it, it's a little weak. As I said, the weird thing about Gladio's OSB is the OSB isn't the winner of it, it's the sword with the fire boost. It's a 6-star sword with fire boost. That's the real winner there. All the BSBs are really nice. I like all of them. Tempest is a fantastic damage dealer. Kupo Cure is fantastic for keeping your party standing. And Kings of Old, it's a little weird. It requires ability uses, but it's still really nice. And again, Synergize is extremely good with this OSB. All the legend materia are great, and the supers are supers. They're gonna pale in comparison to some of the other moves, but a 50% attack with Last Stand is fantastic. A shield and crit boost. Is it? No, it's no shield. Right, it's just a crit boost and haste. Haste Aga is really good, especially for new players. And this is great. Wait. Great for starting people. Okay, I need to actually see this. Somebody in the chat just said a new rebirth actually opened up. Okay, okay. You were making a joke. You also got the notification. I'm sorry. Me, the guy who does videos, is like, fucking please, come on. I'm tired. Air Step Sword is real good for starting up your party. You're not wrong. It's really nice for that. I really like Gladio's BSB. I think that outweighs it a little bit more. Gladio Link does do a really nice job of setting up your party, and it is probably extremely strong for Noctis. Yeah, where's the pool? Alright, alright. I'm gonna do my 100 gem first, and then I'll do my 50. Alright, here we go. And I'm not going to touch it. This is my tradition. Hey! That's not bad. Yo. Fucking knock on wood. Yeah, nearly cashed the check. Here it comes. Oh, hey. Alright. Hell yes. Well, my boy. The boy. Yeah, that's a good start for a realm. I'll probably get some more stuff off of banners and stuff, but yeah. Yeah, Gladios SSB is great. It's a 50% attack boost. And Gladios is a knight, so it's like not hard to fucking fit down your team. But anyway, yeah, Noctis is fuck. Non-elemental damage Noctis now. Shit. Fuck. That just happened, didn't it? Hiss. Are you gonna pull again? No. I'm pretty satisfied with this. 3 items on a banner is a little risky for me to pull again. And having 2 items for 1 character that sets me pretty nice. I'll pick up some more gear once they start adding these dungeons to dungeon updates. I'll start getting some gear that way. What? What is my Final Fantasy? I don't know. Getting a good thing for Gilgamesh. What's my chase banner? Ooh. 14. I'll pull on 14 more often than I should. In fact, the Heavensward banner that's coming up in a while, I might pull on both of those, like in 6 months. I shouldn't, but like, fuck. I love Heavensward. I love 14. But yeah, that's solid. That's some solid items. I'm really happy with that pull. Well, I'm going to do an outro and wrap up this video. Wait, what the fuck? What fucking event is next? I forgot they switch around the schedule so much. Is it 5? I think 5 is next, but let me check that real fast. Yeah, okay. Or 11? Or 1? Who knows? I'll say 11. So, that's it for the F15 event. It wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it. Next time, we're either going to have Final Fantasy 1 or Final Fantasy 11. We really don't know. So, until then, I'll see you next time.